How to Tech.
What's up, everybody? This is Corey from How to Tech, and we're going to do a scratch test, a bend test, and a drop test today. Starting off with our scratch test first, we're going to go ahead and put our batarang and some keys inside of this rock tumbler with our LG G6, and then a keychain tool and a couple additional keys. I'm going to go ahead and put the cap on. We're going to let this thing tumble for 15 minutes on the front side. Then we'll go ahead and flip it. We're going to let it tumble for another 15 minutes on the back side. The goal here is not just to try to scratch the screen, but let's see how scratched up this bezel gets with all this stuff mixed in with it. We just want to take a look and see how this phone's going to hold up to kind of some normal everyday wear and tear. We're going to go ahead and flip it on its back side now, and then put our cap back on. Now, the keychain has come apart at this point, so you're going to see a couple extra pieces in there. The goal here is to kind of simulate what we'd see inside of a pocket or maybe inside of a purse, where you just toss your phone in there with your keys. And everybody always says that sand is really what scratches your phone inside of your pocket, and I've always wondered, is that really true? And so this test should kind of prove it to us. Let's go ahead and pull the cap off of this and take a quick look at the phone here and see how scratched up it got. Now this took 1,350 hits against those keys. That's what happens when you have 45 tumbles a minute for 30 minutes. And I'm pretty impressed with the way this came out. I mean, you got a couple of scratches around the bezel. You can see there's some pretty good wear and tear around kind of the corners of the phone. So something you should see or expect to see from using a phone without a case. But now we're going to see if this LG G6 can handle a little bit more record stuff. I'm a DIY guy. I put weird crap in my pockets. We got some screws, we have some drill bits, we have still the keys in there as well. Let's see how this thing held up against all of this stuff. That's a lot of crap inside of this rock doubler. And you know what? It actually held up pretty good. I've got to say that it's pretty impressive, this Gorilla Glass stuff. But you can see the bezel definitely took a beating. You probably wouldn't see this much marking on the silver LG G6. But on the black one, where it's got the anodized finished, you can see that it shows a little bit more wear and tear. There's a couple micro scratches on there, but really nothing on the screen except for the camera glass. That got beat to a pulp. Now I always found this interesting. A quick rub on this tile, and you know what? This scratches like crazy. Look at that. I let that tumble for an hour with all those keys and screws, and I give it 3 turns each side on top of the tile, and this is what happens. Let's move on to the bend test. So we're going to go ahead and insert this into my trusty pocket here, and we are going to sit on this phone repeatedly and see if we can't get this thing to show some signs of a bend. Yes, that is an orange chair, and it is beautiful. I spray painted it myself just for this video. We're going to sit on it. We're going to try some different shorts out here. Maybe fabric will play a little bit of a difference in whether or not this thing bends. You gotta wiggle on that phone. I mean, who just sits there? You gotta move back and forth. Now, I don't normally put my phone in my back pocket, but I thought this might be an interesting test to see. Apparently there is a butt bend machine. So we're gonna put this in a couple different pair of pants. This is one of my tighter pair of pants. Ladies, I am taken. I know you're looking at the juicy rear end there, but it belongs to somebody. I'm sorry. Keep sitting. I might have to break out my jeans and see how this thing goes. Well, there they are. And, it feels really, really, really sturdy. I can't actually feel any bend in this. It felt like a pretty stiff phone when I was holding it in my hand. So, I don't think this is going to bend. We're going to try to give it a little extra force here. Maybe use the knuckles. You know what? Nothing. My straight edge here says this thing is straight as an arrow. Next up is a drop test. We're going to drop this on the side, front, and back from a sitting pocket and a texting height. First up is the sitting on the side. Perfect. Sitting on the back. Perfect. Sitting on the front. Wait, what? Sitting on the front. Now, I left this in here because this is, I don't know, maybe the prior test had something to do with it, but still, this was a crazy fluke. I just couldn't believe my eyes here. This phone actually shattered from sitting height face down onto laminate flooring. Seriously, laminate flooring. You can see it cracked right up here by the mic. I was a little bewildered. I couldn't understand why this thing shattered so fast. There's nothing on there. Test must continue though. Let's go ahead and do pocket height on the side. Perfect. Pocket height on the back. Perfect. No damage at all. We'll go ahead and raise it up even higher. Texting height on the side. Perfect. Texting height on the back. Perfect. We're going to do the back again because, we just want to test this out. See what's going on here. Again, the back survives. The front cracked on sitting height. Let's go ahead and try it on tile. This is sitting height on the side. Sitting height on the back. Perfect. No shatter. We're going to do pocket height on the side. Still no back shatter. Pocket height on the back. Still no shatter. We're going to try it all the way up here. This is... It broke my tile on the side. Alright, let's do texting height on the back. Survives 1 time. Survives 2 times. And lucky number 3. We have the back shatter. So, that's pretty crazy. The back survives 3 drops, or 2 drops at least. And the front survived 1 drop from sitting position. That's crazy to me. You can see that we got some additional splintering here from the repetitive drops on the back. I only dropped this on the back and the side since the front broke so fast. I didn't really want to keep dropping on the front because, it cracked already. You can see the camera glass also broke on that 3rd drop as well. So, all in all, this phone did fare okay. A sitting height drop on laminate flooring shouldn't have done anything. You can see this dent here is from where I was dropping on the tile. I can't believe it broke my tile. That's pretty crazy. So the bezel on this thing is great. And LG does say that 70% of all drops happen on the edge of the phone, but not like straight on the edge. It's going to drop on the edge and then hit front facing or rear facing. So I just can't believe that it shattered so fast. So it's kind of interesting. I really want to see how this phone compares to all the rest. So if you want to check out an S8 video, that's already pre-ordered. S8 and the S8 Plus. Hit that subscribe button. Like me. Follow me on Twitter. And if you want to see the reassembly and disassembly of this phone, I'm going to do a screen replacement, a back replacement on this, a full teardown. So as always, subscribe and share this video as much as you possibly can. As always, I appreciate you watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.